Hello and good evening. My name is John, and we're here playing Purrfect. Oh, wow. Purrfect Date. As part of my Steam cleaning series, I go through every game in the Steam library, eventually then arbitrarily rate and overview them to we play time. Now, I don't quite know what this game is. I picked these games out random, but I do know that Purrfect Date is a dating sim. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle recently. I will play this game and make a fair opinion, or stop as soon as this kid in my lap starts crying. We'll see what happens first. Play! No playthrough, no progress. Chapter 1, new game. Can do. Enter name. Oh, see what we can do. Steam. Clean. Steam clean. That's all that fits. And do I choose? Let's choose her. Meow. Autosave. Please don't try. I'm an angel and I accept. Okay. A lot of good cat noises there. That's a good disco cat. Lots of good cat themes. Let's see if there's any cat puns. Chapter 1. That's romance, research, recon. How do I hide this? I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lad shout. Deck lad Joe. Island approach, make yourself ready. I'm finally here. When I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off baked beans and didn't really think I had a chance of being accepted to be part of a prestigious Cat Island research team, or Yet here it is, a little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second, the infamous Cat Island, the place where I call home for the next few months. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application and accidentally sent the offer to me? I rummage around my bag until I find the papers. It's blank. Oh. Dipper Corporation. Dear Steam Clean, we're pleased to be able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Purrfect at our research facility on Cat Island. The position will be an initial period of 8 weeks. Your contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with you. Yours sincerely, Professor Purrfect, PhD, BSc, HON, DPG. No, that's no mistake. That's my name right there in the top left corner, Steam Clean. And that's his name at the bottom, the genius behind the whole operation. Professor Purrfect, science genius and my new boss. I look at my paper, see the dry land rapidly approaching for us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of interminable black rocks. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I'm beginning to worry that we're going to crash into them. At the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smooth towards a jetty through an opening in the rocks. Blow out a breath that I've been holding back and break into a smile. Nicely done, Skipper! The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather brusquely, "Take all your belongings, we'll be back for days, so don't leave nothing you don't need." Thank you. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son, picks up my bag, ready to disembark. We glide seamlessly up the wooden jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He's greeted by a bulky man in uniform who I take to be the security officer of some kind. Zane Jones. Joe. Sir, caught your mouse. And then he laughs loudly as he says, "The funniest thing he's ever heard. It's very disconcerting." Security guard meets Shirley and turns attention to me. "Let's be having you then." He holds out a large hand, which I assume is offered to help me with the boat, but as I reach out to take it, he snatches away, throwing me off balance, so I almost fall over the side with a great start. ID card? Oh, I see, of course. I reach in my back pocket and hand over the laminated card I was given on the mainland. Steam cleaning. Date issued 1/1/17. This game is set in the past. Barely looks at it before starting off, grunting over his shoulder. This way. I follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island. Beautiful, lush, and green. I'm already under its spell. After more than a couple minutes of trekking, we're in base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume those are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from the older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, and she just stares back at me. Miss Marigold. I try not to get paranoid. But you should be. Here. He stopped at the largest of the tents, indicating that I should go inside. I feel rude walking in, so I make a person know first. Hello. Firm but friendly voice comes out. Come. Dr. Purrfect. Oh, it's a mess. I walk in, and there he is, hunched over some documents, the great Professor Purrfect. Sir, it's an honor to meet you. Yes, you must be Steam Clean. Come on in, my dear. Glad to have you on board. Good journey? Well, long. Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. We have some refreshments. Water, coffee, something stronger, perhaps whiskey. Just some water if you have some. Water would be great if you have some. Not something we have abundance of. There's plenty of safe natural springs on it, but we have a bottle kind too. I'm relieved as he passes me a bottle. I'm not too keen to start drinking from natural water sources until I personally check that they're not used as cat urinals. Good point. Take you a while to find your way around and discover all work, so for today I thought I'd get you kitted out and maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. I believe you already met most of the human locals. Oh, I've only met the ferryman, the security guard who brought me here. Yes, that's about it. The lady outside? Ah, Miss Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple, the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tight little family here, steam clean. I'm sure you'll fit in nicely. Thank you, sir. I hope so. Okay, so first things first, your basic kit. Against your pile of things on the desk, explain each in turn. 4 guns, 3 grenades, and 2 blocks of seafood. Oh, backpack, put everything in it. Plenty of field trips, so make sure it's useful. And your own water bottle. Some disinfectant hand spray. And these are heavy-duty reflex gloves, which are essential when taking cats on the wild. Don't want any scratches from the felines, you know, now do we? I suppose not. I shove each of them into my new backpack as he gives them to me. Likewise, these goggles are brought along on all field trips. It's a lot here. A small pile of what looks to be like laundry. It's the basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife with tool attachments. Finally, and without no doubts, more importantly... Oh, it's my Pokedex. This. Oh, it also looks like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one. This is your cat... Oh my god. This is your catalog. The easiest but most applicable pun. Catalog? Is there a stat for puns? No. Yes, the name comes from the earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on the cats, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everyone's contact details where you listen to music, take photos. There's even a pen that comes out with it to insert microchips into the back of the cat's neck so that we keep track of them. No, he's still going on that. It's a very valuable piece of equipment, steam clean. I need to protect it above all else. Do you understand? Yes. He's looking at me directly in the eyes with a clear response. Yes, sir, of course. I'll look after it. Good, you get to know all the functions as you go along. But for now, I suggest you take a stroll out and see if we can find a few friends to introduce you to so that we can try it out. He hands me a gash and I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go. Saving! We head down to the beach and the professor explains things as we go. The mixture of terrain on the Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, find forests, mountains, jungle, beaches, woodlands, and all these different geological and ecological zones in one place. It's really most remarkable. It certainly is. Even the lack of wildlife is in itself quite remarkable. What do you mean, Professor? Well, put it simply, there are types of force field that surround... What? There's a type of force field that surrounds the island that disallows anything to enter. You mean literally anything? Absolutely. No birds, no fish, no creatures of any kind can penetrate it. Forgive my lack of intelligence on the subject, but we're here. The professor lets out a disconcerting loud laugh. Ah, I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small breach in the invisible wall, and that's where we built the jetty. Let's not get too bogged down in all this right now. What you need to know is basically this island is shaped like a peanut. Aww. He picks up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand. The end of our island, which you all know, very well known to us, but we've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We've encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region. Oh! Oh, geez. Okay, it glitched on me. What kind of difficulties, Professor? Well, we're not sure it was like to be. We're not sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell is that the environment has a adverse effect on humans, inducing nausea at the very least. And at the worst, fainting, migraines, possibly nerve damage. Gosh, that is serious. As I say, it's best to keep away, but let's not go into all that now, my dear. You have a long day. For now, let's just say we refer to the far end of the island as the danger zone for good. Huh? Let's not put yourself at any risk by venturing beyond the mountain range here. Where's the map once more? Drawing a line just past the center with an X to the end of the section. There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't want you getting too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer to home. He's led me to a spot where a few cats are lounging about. What do you say we try your catalog now, Steam Clean? Stoops down to pick one of the animals, a disgruntled looking cat who is sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. Whomp. The cat lets out a displeased meow but doesn't struggle. Its large body, building with long orange fur, just sort of hangs out in professor's arms in lazy resignation. Like to go with scanning this delightful chap? I find the iron switch, somewhat timidly activated. The gadget immediately comes to life, emitting a boop 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 sound with a red pulsing light. Set the app called Cat Scan, once again, and it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. Professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning implant is in the back of the neck somewhere, but it's able to find one's neck amongst all the fur. I blow to make the parting and press the catalog to his skin. It's a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. That should do it. And he plops the Marmalade Tom back in the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat is successfully scanned. Ow. Floofy butt. Okay. That's not. Floofy buffed, gender male, 10 years, 4 months. Breed, red tabby, Persian, eye color red. Amazing. Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job he'll be tagging and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofy Butt here. But it looks like you have no problems in all that area. Excellent work, Steam Clean. Thank you, sir. Can't wait to get started. Well, why don't you get a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These five spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. Professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get on great. Okay, here goes. No help this time. Professor steps back. First cat approaches very friendly with beautiful calico markings. It comes towards me, already purring. Well, hello there, Trixie. Meow. Trixie. Name, Trixie, female, 3 years, 8 months. Calico, American short hair, eye color green. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. Got a collar on. Snooty booty. Meow. Why do the eyes look like... Must be blinking. Snooty booty. Female, 11-1. Sphinx. Oh. Noisy one. Mick Murphy. Meow, 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 meow. Male, 6 years, brown. Crossbreed, green eyes. And finally, we want to be delayed put on last. He's been skulking around the edge of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously, though he could pounce at me at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personality on these animals. Kibbles, hiss. Kibbles, male, 3 years, white, British, long, green. All done. Hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. Professor lets out a little laugh. I feel like you're doing them quite well in time. There's probably enough of your first day, don't you think? That's quite a lot to take in. I am suddenly exhausted and grateful to be heading back to camp. So I'm guessing there's a little bit of Princess Maker formula in here because they're asking you to, like, they have stats you can gain, so I'm probably going to make choices that build those. Quite late by the time I unpack some myself, but I want to write my journal before I sleep. Surprised at how chilly it is, I pull my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I still feel the goose pimples over my arms. Shivering, I rub them and roll myself up. Makes me smile to think that the inherent reaction to the cold is what will keep me new feline friends warm. Eyelids closed, thinking of cats, the island's professor, the world around me drifts away as I float into a dream. See, there's some glitchy thing going. There's something going on in the background here. Not sure how long I'm going to sleep, but I wake to a violent jolt that leaves me sitting upright. Too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling and a strange electronic noise, one that in my sleeping confusion I can't place right away. Boop, boop, boop. The catalog. On acting instant, I scramble my feet and follow the noise out of the tent. I look around me and my fears are confirmed when I catch a sight of pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. Step into action, run fast as I can. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest into the darkened night. I must be crazy. The words of Professor Palmer ring in my ears. I need you to protect it above all else. My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy throughout my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. Didn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? Trying to get my bearings and realize I blundered previously close to the danger zone. I can just make out the shapes of some large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. Dot, dot, dot. Open my eyes and the calico cat scanning sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. I pass out. Saving! Hello, can you hear me? That is Floofy Butt. That's the cat talking to me. Cats normally don't talk, but we'll have to give them a pass here. Second. Can you hear me? Are you okay? What is it? Don't be ridiculous, Kiblets. It's a human. Oh, yuck. I can smell it now. Smells like a human. Why do the cats talk now? Oh, do be quiet, Sweetie Booty. Are they alive? Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile. Why isn't it moving? Would you come and give him some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back. Move out of my way. Let me have a proper look. Waiting to come to, the Sphinx cat standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening. Is this one defective? Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. Cats watch me intently. Am I going to say, ouch, my head? What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human, are you alright? You, I remember you. You took my catalog. Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's back in your pocket now. I try to reach my pocket and realize my hands are scratched to shreds. Ow, ow, ow. What's wrong with my hands? Try to stand. Ow, 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 ow. My feet. What happened to me? Yeah, I guess it's from all the climbing. I told you I wasn't ready for that. What, that? Ready for what? And its anatomical structure is too far delicate. I try to slow it down. Yeah, Floof, you tried restraining a human who's that determined. It was like a margay. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me. I was like, a what? Doing what? You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain. I show my bleeding hands. You crawled, Kara. Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name. It's a term of endearment. It's an Irish thing. Inappropriate. Wait, I crawled? Sure did. Like a cat? Yep. All the way from the mountains. Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. But why? Because you got the sickness. Ooh, you got down with the sickness. Shush. Or maybe you should sit down, human. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk. Talk? Yes, that's right. Since when can cats talk? Oh, for goodness sakes. Since it's the dawn of time. How else do you think we communicate? Stop splitting whiskers, Major. We're full of, well, that the human is saying. I think the revelation here is, Kara, that you can understand us. Yes, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell's going on here? Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves. At least, not all the details of how it works. I think being stood in a forest around by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anybody would want. I agree, and more to the point, rather hoping you'd be able to help us. You are the scientists after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you. What do you mean? Well, as no way to say it, Kara, you'll be catified. I'll be what? Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before I have, if I may. It would seem, and we are basing this on our own experience to date, is that when a human manages to find themselves in what we believe is called the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they previously were not. That is to say, you're screwed. You're not helping, don't make me hiss. Whoa, mountain lion, there'll be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here. The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty is referring is simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that will result in a full feline transition. Dun dun dun. Whispers catified. So basically you're telling me I'm a werecat? I look down at amongst the scratch in my hand, two distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist. Basically, yes. My head is spinning, too much for me to take in. Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking so good. What? Have I started to change? I feel with my ears, fur, everything seems normal. No, I just mean you're looking a bit shaky, understandably so. Take a few deep, steady breaths. Call myself enough to say, okay, so why, how, what? Give me some data. What have you got so far? Look, we're answering anything you can, but the truth is more questions than answers are. So you're saying you might help? What exactly is this tale? Well, finding our friends would be a good start. The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising and we hit a wall. A wall of ignorance, maybe. Really, how many times I would tell you? The Muellers are to blame. Muellers. Now, Floofy Butt, there's no reason for name calling. Speaking of name calling, I remind you my name is Major, Madame. Look, I can't help the way they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know. Overbreeding, if you ask me. Again, Muellers? They're the elder cats, the island originals. They can't speak the way we can, hence the derogatory terms Mueller. And how are they to blame exactly? Well, if I had known that, there would have been no need for this elaborate kidnap. Hardly proving to be a roaring success after all. Look, Car, all we really need to know is that we are no longer safe on this island. The elders live in the danger zone and are hostile towards us. Not sure why, it's just always been that way. Now, because the cats are being taken, nowhere else is safe either. You expect the occasional mishap, which we all live in an undomesticated world here, after all. Lately, cats have been disappearing almost every day. Even the last human we catified went missing. Sorry, what? Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles. Yes, onwards and upwards. Well, first things first. This werecat thing. Catification. Transition. Whatever. How does it work? Time passes, then you transform into a cat. Nah. Huh? It's a gradual process. Different area, but you won't just turn overnight. Clock is ticking, however. First side effects of transition be able to understand us. Well, some of us. Not the elders, obviously. Not all the domestics either. Then you have the whole heightened senses thing, increased agility, the crazy body hair stuff. It's not whether or worry the human with all the details just yet. I assume there's an antidote? I'm afraid you're going to have to be disappointed on that assumption. Hang on, you said there was someone else you put in this position. Well, let's hope you're a better bet than they were. Unfortunately, they weren't able to discover an antidote to get our friends back. You know where their notes are, though. Really? Great. Huh? You help us and I'll give you their progress report. So what do you say, Carva? Help us? I mean, that's the whole point of this game. Not much of a choice, really, is it? Afraid not. Okay, fine. Where do I start? Is there anything else you can tell me to help me track your missing friends? No one will listen to sense. Start with the Muellers, and I'll eat my hat if it doesn't end there. Don't mind him, he said in his ways. We have every reason to believe the abductors take place in your part of the island. Yes, nowhere near the danger, sir, or the elders. Well, that doesn't make much sense. But I suppose nothing does around this. My catalog starts beeping. Oh, my alarm. I have to get to work. You run along now. We don't want you arousing suspicions of your people. You can meet us later. I'll make sure those reports are in your tent before this evening. Thanks, Kara. You're 1 in a million. Imagine the odds are far greater than that given their new health status. Go. And thanks for all of us. From all of us. After a rather painful journey, I'm very grateful to find limited camp. I have just enough time to get myself tied up to work, and I'm about to peel off my filthy pajamas when I hear my catalog beeping. I have a message, but I can't tell from who it's from. It's not from any of the contacts that Professor Purrfect programmed into, and in fact, there's no contact information at all. Unknown number. Are you sure it is wise to trust everyone, anyone? What on earth does that mean? Me. Who is this? There's a lot you don't know. I think carefully about who you confide in. Zap. Before I can think of the reply, the messages are gone, and my catalog has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about this right now. I need to get ready. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to the lab. I'm 10 minutes late. Doesn't give me a good impression on my first morning. Ah, Steve Clean, good to see you. I was beginning to worry. Did you oversleep on your first day? I'm terribly sorry, sir. I think the traveling and all the excitement got to me yesterday. I take punctuality very seriously. He cuts across my apology. Not to worry. It's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things. As long as you get your work done, I don't mind what hours you keep. Thank you, sir. So, shall we get started? My goodness, what on earth happened to you? Look at the scratches all over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to save myself by grabbing onto a bush. Not a secret drinker, are you, Steam Clean? Oh no, sir, I'm but of a lightweight, to tell you the truth. Just teasing. Well, I'll get this hand sorted out, though. They look pretty nasty to me. He goes to the tall metal cabinet in the corner and takes out a bottle of some cotton wool. Begins cleaning and tending to my hands while he talks. For today, I'd like you to help me with a few tasks around the lab to get the hang of things. But from tomorrow, I'll let you make your own choice about how to best carve up your time. Of course, you're primarily here to carry out your job as my research assistant. However, to make the most of your time on the island, once your work's completed, you'll be saying goodbye. This really is a once in a lifetime opportunity, so don't waste it all in the lab. Naturally, I need your help around here, but I also like to get your hands dirty with some field work. Make sure you spend time exploring the island. It's a beautiful place, and there's a lot to see. Take your time to get to know the cats, and full understanding of their behavior is crucial to our research. Plenty to see and do, however, you must be careful not to overwork yourself. Take regular rest and relaxation. We don't want you to burn yourself out now. Now do we? Try to get the balance right. That's the spirit. So there you are. He's done a first-class job on my wounds, and they aren't bothering me nearly as much. Spend the rest of the day with the professor, getting to know how various pieces of equipment in the lab work, finding out where everything is, and learning some of the basic duties I'll be performing routinely. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I make myself way to the tent. No stat progress. I'm about to flop down on my bed when I see a package poking up underneath it. The report Kibble's promised delivered. The cats were right. The previous person barely made a start on producing antidote. Gutted and worried. What if I can't do anything better? Will I turn into a cat? Decide is not an option. Resolve to get going my own research on. My instinct tells me that the cats will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to gain their trust and see if I can get them. Sure, it'll make more progress by focusing on one at a time. I'm optimistic that one-to-one sharing will prove fruitful. It's a small glimmer of hope. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything. I can barely even write in my journal before I fall asleep. First morning awakening up on the island. This is the second. I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I jump straight into lab research, or maybe less wise start investigating a way to help these cats and find a cure for myself? Perhaps a good starting point would be to get to know the cats a little better on a one-on-one basis. Research. Okay. Alright, so these are different little chapters that I can look at. Let's try 5. Sunday afternoon, most of the cats are lazing on the beach, perfect, like shooting fish in a barrel. I double check my supply list, crate, treats, sedatives, snare, catnip, antiseptic cream for myself. I got everything. I have a sick feeling in my tummy, but I ignore it as I can. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm pleased the professor has trusted me with more physical tasks. I walk on the beach feeling like a child catcher. Like the child catcher. You remind myself that I'm doing this for the greater good, even if it makes it unpopular with the cats. Set up a crate in an unexpected location and keep a snare hidden behind my back. First, I stroll around, trying to look casual as possible, whistling a tune as I walk. I get close to one of the smaller cats and start to stroke her. I want this to be as painless as possible. The cat responds well to me. She even starts to purr gently. Are you going to come with me? The cat looks with me with big, wide-eyed, loving eyes. Come on, then. Pick up the cat and carry the crate and place her gently inside. I lock it shut, even though the cat makes no attempt to escape. Well, that went better than I expected. This might be a good day after all. Emboldened by my success, I approach one of the shy, slightly larger cats. Hey, matey, shall we get in the basket? I give him a little stroke. He doesn't respond badly, although he doesn't seem interested either. Put my hands either side of his body, ready to pick him up. He doesn't look too happy about it and growls a warning at me. Hey, mister, it's gonna be okay. We're just gonna go on a little trip, alright? As soon as I start to lift, all hell breaks loose. Yowling, hissing, scratches my arms. He scratches my arms for ribbons. I try to get him to the basket, but he stretches out. I can't fit him in. Oh no. I know when I'm defeated, I have to let him go. He scampers off into the distance. I look down at my ravaged arms. Note to self, wear long sleeves on caging duty. Does that consume a whole day? Okay, that I got 1.4% for the. Do a romance? Okay, so there's some things I haven't unlocked. Mick Murphy. Kara, wake up. Mummy, is that you? Shush, quiet, Kara. Come with me. I have something to show you. But you have to be quiet. Murphy. Yes, it's me. It's the middle of the night. Kara, you're not scared, are you? Why would I be scared? Creeping around the forest in the middle of the night? Don't worry, Kara. I'll be there to protect you. Whoa. Second. Alright. Changing position here. McMurphy, you know very well there's a force field on this island, stopping anything from outside getting in. It makes this a pretty safe place. Indeed, so the only things I have to worry about are the things that are already here. He glares at me with a mock snarl. Seriously, Murphy, if you're the worst threat here, then this is the safest place on Earth. Come on, Kara, what are you waiting for? Follow the stray cat into the forest. The ground is wet and muddy, and I lose my footing a couple times, but McMurphy is too determined to notice. Suddenly, he stops dead in his track. Here we are. Where's here, McMurphy? He ignores my question and starts digging into some mud and leaves on the ground. Almost got it. Could use a hand car if you don't mind. Get these leaves out of the way. That's it. Here we are. Okay. Keep digging until there's a fairly deep hole in the ground. My arms and night clothes are covered in mud and leaves. McMurphy looks like a bog monster in the darkness. Ta-da! Ah. Can't you see it, Kara? I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I always forget how useless human eyes are in the dark. Just reach into the hole and take out whatever you find. I reluctantly reach into the barrel and feel something hard and cold against my hand. I wrap my fingers around it and pull out. I know the shape of my eyes can only process it. It's a bottle? That's right, Kara. This is my secret stash. No one knows about it, not a soul, but I thought I'd share it with you. Thought we could have a kind of welcome to the island party for two. Secret stash? Is this booze? McMurphy laughs out a wild laugh. That's it, Kara. You drink alcohol, but you're a cat. That can't be good for your body. It's not good for anybody's, but it does wonder for the soul, to be sure. Well, I suppose you're right there, McMurphy. I guess one little limp couldn't hurt. That's the spirit. I try in vain to get some of the mud off me before giving up and sitting down against the tree. My thought of McMurphy curls up in my lap. Takes a while to uncork the bottle, but McMurphy keeps telling me to smash it open at the shards glass only add to the flavor, but eventually succeed my way. Pour a little from McMurphy on a leaf, and I self-consciously swig from the bottle, feeling touch uncivil. Ugh, McMurphy, what the hell heaven's name is this? No, don't worry about that, Car. It's not about taste, it's about the company. I'm hardly think I'm the type of person you usually hang around with. Well, I usually hang out with cats, and they're not exactly what I call my type. I respond by widening my eyes and taking a swig from the bottle. Somehow it tastes less terrible the second time around. I find humans much more interesting. They usually have a lot to say, present company accepted. Murphy winks at me with his huge green eyes, and I blush, trying definitely to show how boring I feel compared to him. Don't take it harsh. I'm only joking, Kara. McMurphy, I've been meaning to ask you something for a while now. Anything, Kara, ask away. I'd love for us to get to know each other better. This Kara thing, you know my name is. The rest of my sentence is drowned out by Murphy's howls of laughter. You make me laugh, Kara. You really do. I know exactly what your name is, Steam Clean. Kara is just, it's like a pet name, you know? Kara means friend, buddy, amigo. It's something my mama used to call people, and I guess it stuck. It's one of the few things I remember about her, actually. That and her beautiful smile. Hey, flash me your pearly whites. I smile at McMurphy awkwardly. He bursts into a fit of laughter again. That's a lovely smile to be sure, but you need to grow into it. Could I have a top-up over here? I don't know if I feel comfortable giving you any more alcohol, McMurphy. I think you've had more than enough. In fact, I don't even want to give you any in the first place. You not know that the cats have 9 lives? And you want to waste them all on booze? And why not? Besides, the night is young and we've only just begun our conversation. Come on, Car, we got a chin wagon to do. Are you going to pour or not? Huh. I'm going to give him some. Part of me thinks it ought to be a responsible human here and cut you off alcohol supply, but I believe in a true democracy. Would you care to expand on that and perhaps pour the drinks as you do? True democratic principle that none shall have power over the people, cats, whatever. How inspirational! I'll toast to that. All right, McMurphy, but on your head be it. For with the rejection of authority comes responsibility for the bearing and the consequences of your own actions. I pour some more of the suspect liquid into McMurphy's soggy leaf. Salut! I don't know how things work in cat protocol, but in human terms, you are very mature, no wait, very grown-up, adult, ophidic. You're over a certain age. Such, you can take responsibility for your own choice. I like it. Spoken like a true libertine. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I can shake my tail when I feel the vibe. Just can't believe I just said that. The stuff is stronger than it looks. My proverbial hat is off to you. I feel disproportionately pleased that Murph gave me a compliment. Say, Cara, you ever been in love? Murphy, that's the second leaf has gone straight to your head. The cat smiles shyly. I'm going to take that as a yes. Are you still with them? Well, I was never technically with them to begin. Ouch. Well, it's definitely their loss. Oh, I don't think so, McMurphy. We never actually met. You're not saying you're one of those internet stalker types, are you? Them catfish the kibbles tales of? No, McMurphy, gosh. It was Bowie, okay? I was in love with David Bowie, you know? McMurphy frowns and shakes his furry head. Okay, see, now I'm getting drunk there. See these eyes? Eyes so green I can stare at them for 1,000 years, you know? Ah, that's a charming song, but I'm afraid I have no idea what's going on in it. Oh, come on, McMurphy. Everybody knows David Bowie is. Red hair, lots of makeup, one blue eye, one brown eye. Well, I did know one sweet soul with a blue eye and a brown eye, but I can assure you it wouldn't be caught dead in makeup. McMurphy snorted. Well, what about you, McMurphy? Who's the love of your life? Don't have one, Car. Never had, never will. Lone wolf, well, cat. Free agent, I'm a big old yeti out in the mountains, and hairy and smelly and alone. For some reason, I find that very hard to believe, Mr. Hick McMurphy. Fine, you're right. I'm a fool, a lovesick fool. I've my heart broken more than Cara, and each time hurt more than the last, I tell you. The thing is, though, Cara, I can't remember a thing about any of them. Any of what? I don't know, Hick. What are we talking about? David Bowie? Ah, that's right. So tell me, how did the two of you meet? Murphy. McMurphy. I think I'm drunk. Hick, what the hell have you been drinking? Leave me alone. I haven't touched a drop. Ugh, I think I'm gonna vomit. Wake up in the forest, I have an empty bottle in my hand. McMurphy is nowhere to be seen. How the hell did I get here? Can't remember a thing. Oh, look at my catalog. Oh, it's really time, Craig. I need to get to work. Saving. Do a recon and then we'll wrap up. 2.8. So I am getting progress as we go. Secret source. Recon 3, chapter 2. Recon 4 unlocks hacking. Chapter 1. Well, let's start with 4. Something. Oh, I think it gifts. I've been staring at the back of his head for a long time. Now it's too long. I'm starting to feel creepy. I just don't understand it. All it does is sit in that chair by the dock eating egg sandwiches and doing crossword puzzles. How does a man like that become a security guard for a place like this? As far as I can tell, his job consists of greeting the boat to make sure nothing unauthorized gets on or off, pick up supplies delivery, and occasionally taking a long, lazy lap of the island to make sure everything's secure. Part of me knows what the research that goes on here, if anything. He doesn't seem too interested regardless. So I have time to get to know this island bouncer and get to join him on the dock. I sit next to Zane, meet on the sand, him in that chair, me on the sand. Not wearing his big coat and the short sleeve shirt allows me to notice the first time I was surprisingly muscular. Never truly thought of him as security in the bodyguard sense, but now squinting at him sideways, trying not to stare too obviously, I began to see him in a new light. I lacked the courage to talk. Hey Zane, how are you? Are you trying to start a conversation? He says this without looking up from his crossword puzzle. I suppose I am, yes. I don't like to chat to humans much in my job. Research Assistance 125. He rolls the words out like he's reading them. Oh yes, I guess that's me. So what does that number stand for anyway? You don't know? He asked monotonously, eyes still glued to his crossroads. No, actually, to be honest, Zane, I don't know much at all. There's a definite lack of intel sharing on this project. Which project would that be? This one. The whole research project going on. Is there more than one? Depends on who you ask. I was just asking you, really. I don't understand your job. I don't need to. I don't care about things I don't need to. What do you care about? Zane looks at me for the first time. You really want to talk, don't you? Well, there's not much else to do here. Besides, I'm interested in it all, aren't you? My interest consists of what's for dinner and when my next puzzle book's coming. When is it coming? Get it delivered? Comes with the mail. He's back to not look at me again. Mail? You mean the parcels? And the letters, yeah. Letters? Who would go to the trouble of sending mail all the way out here when we have email? I laugh, but Zane looks very serious. It's safer sending the mail the old-fashioned way. With email, there's viruses, hackers, worms, cyber terrorists. I get the feeling he's not very tech-savvy. Yeah, but anyone can open a letter and read it, right? Not if I'm around. And besides, who would expect that something important would be in a fragrant pink envelope? There's an awkward silence, of course. Being my usual soulful inept self, I'm desperate to fill it. Need any help with that crossword? I'm pretty good. I can even do the cryptic puzzle in the Daily Inquirer. The line usually gave me a little kudos, but Zane simply ignored. So I just come out and say what's on my mind. I mean, can't make things more awkward than they already are. Zane, have you ever noticed anything strange going on here? Cats behaving weirdly? Zane suddenly looks up, his eyes lock straight onto mine, unwavering and hard. No. Have you? Well, not exactly, but he's looking at me properly for the first time since we met. I've definitely captured his attention, but I'm too nervous to follow through. I'm just being silly. Like even company can get to me. Gives me daft ideas. Does? Still staring at me as though he's trying to read my mind. Sometimes when I'm out tagging, I feel like they're playing games on me, like children, hide and seek, that kind of thing. Some of those cats may be cleverer than any of us give them credit for. Now it's my turn to be intrigued. In what way? They know when to stay out of the sun. They know when to stay out of the sun. You're going pink. The moment as if their one is over. I decided maybe Zane isn't the best person to talk about my concern. Feeling unwanted and slightly dejected, I decided to head back to camp, stand up and brush the sand. What's the 5-letter word for solitude? Alone. Zane silently scribbles in his book as I leave. Whoop. Well, this has been a perfect date. Arrest refills everything. So far, I think it's okay. I would probably play more of it. The characters are interesting. The art's a little underdeveloped, but not bad. It definitely has a style to it. We're at 4.2% of the antidote, which I imagine is just going to fill up on its own. Hopefully, be turned into a cat. But there you go. Perfect date. Cheers.